what power? Power of voodoo, hoodoo, you do what? Remind me of the babe. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Monday MOCkery, the final Monday MOCkery, because somebody's going to be getting a job pretty soon. One way or the other. So that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks here, for certain. And that's going to make everything a little bit topsy-turvy around here, trying to find a new time slot to occupy, work and life permitting. So welcome, and glad to have you here. Also, an interesting side note, and it's a shame because this is, the last Monday show. I have a garage door repairman who's going to be showing up sometime between 1 and 6 and possibly even earlier. So I've got my phone out ready for any alerts to come in, and we may have to call it early. But that being said, let's cram in as much as we can before that happens. So I've been working on some things lately. I haven't been doing too many Instagram posts just because I just didn't want to type all the tags and stuff. Plus, I was waiting on a couple pieces, especially for this dude. I got to order in. This is Ego, Living Planet. This is just a huge Lowell sphere type cube with slopes all over it. And it's pretty much a round planet looking thing here. But I mean, the surfaces aren't perfect. But it's a living planet, right? So who knows? But yeah, he's got a little face there. Just eyebrows for different expressions. Even make him look a little sad. Aww. So yeah, I've been working on him. He's been hanging out around here for a little bit, just waiting on these last bits to come in through. And then I got the order, and the ones that I made the order for were actually missing. So finally they showed up actually today before the stream. So yay, good times. That was like the first time the mail arrived before the stream on a Monday. When it was supposed to and anticipated to it. Tim, what's going on, yo? Hey, good to see you. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, so he's just been like hanging around in the background, and like it's been a build that I've been trying to work on for a few months now, and getting little bits here and there, doing this, that, and the other for him. But yeah, you can see, and then these are actually the dark blue slopes here, which are the only blue color that they have in this wedge. That took a while to get. So now those are here, and it's finally done. I can set it aside, put it on a shelf, and not worry about it rolling around and playing with it and spinning it. Hey, what's going on, Brickinista? Robin, what's going on? So yeah, me and Ego here. I got a second head. Thanks. Yeah, he's I don't know. I had to do something for Kurt Russell. So like this is Kurt Russell. Essentially, I've got a Kurt Russell mock now. Which, I mean, not too many people can say that unless you're big into the Snake Plissken thing. And then I've seen a couple of those. So I was working on actually another Marvel character too. An interesting story about this. I'm gonna preface this before I show you what's going on. Yeah, garage door repairman, special visitor. The whole thing might need to be shut down because I have a dude coming out to do an estimate. Got it repaired last year, and it's developed some cracks in the center. So when it goes up, it bows down, and that's just not good. It's gonna break and fall, and bad things are gonna happen. But I've been working on Mephisto. If you know me, you know I'm a Silver Surfer fan. You can see Galactus and everybody in there. So yeah, and I'm into the Marvel cosmic stuff, and Mephisto was showed up around Silver Surfer Volume 1, Issue 3, and he's it's just like what people have based like legends of the devil and such on, Mephistopheles and Beelzebub and all that. I mean that was all allegedly based on this guy, just because he's just a nasty cat. But I was wondering for the longest time when I was working on him why he was looking so much like Count Chocula to me and not looking like Mephisto exactly, because I wasn't working from a reference for this. I was just playing off my memory because but yeah, so the main reason because of that, or for that, is because like Mephisto has like a pink face, okay, and I went with tan there, so that's why I'm getting the Count Chocula vibe. So I'm gonna have to go through and redo him in pink, as well as extend his shins and the upper arms They're just like a one stud short. So I gotta go through there and get those going. All right, so let's get these guys to the side. And what are we gonna do today? This being the last day, and the garage door repairman's arrival being imminent. Suspense. Okay, so you may remember my, these little small builds. I did one for Tricky Brick Stream, and then I worked on this one just because I was like, oh, I kind of want to keep going with this little like miniature micro city thing. So I got that one. Let's see here. I don't have a lot of space today. I've actually gotten most of my stuff done in this room, broken down a lot of tables, and gotten myself some room so I can, stretch out a little bit. So here's the original. Whoa. See there. And yeah, so I made that, and then I got this center street. This it's going down the 2 is what really connects the bits. You can see there. I can't like line them up in the air. I should actually be working on a table with this because something bad's about to happen. But yeah, so I found another 16 by 16 base plate, which is the only reason I was doing these like this. Let's see if I can invert this one a little bit. You see there, just a solid, just make it easier to slide around. Plus, I don't know, I don't really have much other use for a 16 by 16 base plate. So I have kind of a template I've worked out, a little bit of a, foundation to start from. So we're going to build a third section today. And that should take us a little bit farther into the stream. Who knows how long it's going to take. We'll find out here soon. Also, when I do come back with a different stream at a different time, it is going to be using StreamYards, so it's going to look a little bit more professional, and less like some dude just sitting down and clicking, let's go. So we're going to have like scrawls on the screen and stuff like that. Because I did the stream with Brickanista yesterday, and she used StreamYard for it, and so did Flynn when we did the Tricky Bricks one. And I gotta say, that was just like awesome. This is like so smooth and like crisp. So yeah, gonna be going that route eventually. All right, so let's find some room to work. Once we get this micro city done, if we still have time, and garage door repairman hasn't shown up, let's call him Earl for the sake of giving him a name, just because garage door repairman can get a little bit unwieldy, the more you say it. So when Earl shows up, we'll unfortunately be shutting things down. But in that time, we'll work on the city, and if we get the city done, we're gonna do some tinkering with this Great Ball coaster thing that's going on over here. That it's gonna be kind of a long-term project. It's gonna be like yeah. I was gonna say a hobby. Yeah, this is all a hobby. So it's gonna be just like a little side project. I just put a little time in on here and there, maybe get something halfway decent, and then who knows after that point. All right, so let's adjust some camera action. Joel, what's going on, yo? Thank you for showing up here to the final episode of Monday MOCkery. And keeping in form, I just lost a little bit of my Escher tower as the yellow. Student out. There we go. I think that's it. I think that's all of it. All right. More down cam. Yeah, final episode of the Monday, because brother's going to be getting a job here very shortly. And I'll either be returning to my old one, because that's starting up again, or I have like 20 applications in at Michigan State University, and I've been moving up the chain on a few of them. I've caught a couple people's eyes, so we'll see what happens with that. But like, I should know by the end of next week how that's all going to sort out, and then I'll know from there whether I'll be going back to the old song and dance. Which, I mean, I don't mind, because it's like, in the world of fast food jobs, Panera is not that bad. All right, so here's what we got for our city so far. And this is our mostly blank slate that we're going to work with. Now, this back area, I want to do like a little inner city park kind of thing. You know, you got a little water area here, and of course the white is what I got for sidewalks and such. So that is, so in your mind, think of that as cement. Thanks, Joel. Appreciate it, yo. Yeah, by the time I get to a con, Brickanista, if I'm keep this going and keep accumulating the 16 by 16 base plates, I could probably have something the size of Manhattan, just because I know it's going to take me that long to get to a con. But that's, you know, that's my optimism right there. In the most cynical way I can get it going. All right, so what we're going to be doing here first, I'm going to have to scoot these up a little bit. Foliage, you know, some kind of little something back here. Small trees, you know, and because the scale of this is so small, I've got these magenta bits here that I just got off a friend's set. They're those little Quonset hut type deals. So that's like, you know, not necessarily a barn, but a barn looking structure that, you know, serves some kind of other purpose in the parks area. Bricks by the Bay. You could ship it to someone to set it up for you. Yeah, I could, but I don't trust my stuff going through the mail. My builds are a little bit freaky deaky in some spots, and you know, I can't I can't trust that my insanity will translate on the other side when somebody's trying to put something back together again. Yeah. My in-laws, Bricks by the Bay. Well, I mean, I don't have any family out there, unless you're talking to somebody else in the chat. No, my father-in-law and Tiffany and I went out there in 2019, just for a week to check things out. Get winded going up Lombard Street and go to the top of Coit Tower, Muir Woods. One of those open top bus tour thingies. We did the whole tourist spiel, but hit the piers and whatnot, saw the sea lions, and seals. Yeah, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it, yo. But yeah, San Francisco was awesome, and I would love to go back there. I just want to go back to California and to get some cuttings of some succulents so I can import them over here, because those things are just awesome and hardy, and I would love to have things like that in my yard. All right, so I'm not really seeing anything that's standing out in here that I could reduce to scale for this. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to go a little bit smaller, because, well, I was looking for these. We'll see how this looks. Tree. No, no. So we got a little frond bit as a tree there, which would work great on a different scale. But let's take this one off here because it's so wobbly. But you can see the little green bushes I got going around there. Those I thought were just like low-hanging trees, maybe about 15 feet tall, 10, somewhere in there. I don't know. So that's about the scale I'm working on. We'll see what it's going like. Like one plate is about 10 feet, give or take 8 to 10 feet. Yes, I love San Francisco. I love San Francisco so much. I also love Los Angeles quite a little bit, although it takes forever to get anywhere in Los Angeles. It really does. I mean, sometimes getting 10 feet in Los Angeles will take you half an hour. It's crazy. All right. So let's see. We got some other empty spaces up here up front too that we can use for buildings. Now I don't have much as far as brick goes right now. Actually, I've got maybe a handful. But what I do have, not this. This is a camera rig that's more pain than it's use than it's worth sometimes. Yeah, new time. So it's probably going to be in the evening at some point. So I'll, you know, more people will be able to catch it at time. And we're just throwing a ton of 1x2s out here. I'll say a new time and stuff, and new schedule, new day, maybe. Most likely a new day. Because anything that I have going on right now is going to be is definitely going to be occupying my Mondays. All right, let's see what we can suss out from just this now. Yeah, I had the jumpers set up ahead of time because I had this all laid out because I wasn't really planning on doing this for the stream, but I needed something to do on the stream, so here we go. But yeah, and then I just filled this in this morning because I was like, you know what? Yeah, I should get a head start. Just, you know, like Bob Ross puts the liquid white on the canvas before he starts painting. All right. Oh, and you may or may not see behind me, but I do have an upcoming project that is not Lego, believe it or not. This is one of my all-time favorite cars ever made. It's so sweet and so awesome. And I actually saw it in LA at the Peterson Museum. They have one road going version of this because they had to do that for homogenization, something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Anyway, when you do a racing series like this one that this one was in, there has to be at least one road going version of that car. And that they made one, and then that was it. And then that one is actually in the Peterson. So I got to see that, and I hung out by it for like a half hour. I got my own security detail, which was really nice. And yeah, I think they know me there now. But that car is so beautiful and so luscious. And I took so many pictures of it. You can see all the little imperfections that show it was just a handmade body. And I love that so much. So I'm going to take this racing version and actually reproduce it as the road car. Which is going to take a little bit of work, and I haven't done a model in like so many years just because I've been doing so much Lego. So it's going to be fun to see how that's going to go together. All right. And I'm actually going to take a page out of Hooded One's book. Here, let me do some scooting here because this camera is way too high. And Nora's here. Hi, Nora. Hi. Oh, she does not like me moving things without giving her a heads up. So yeah. Okay. All right. So bear with me as pieces fall and things shift. Oy vey, you'd think I'd have this planned out better, right? All right. Doom. Just trying to get a lower angle on this. Okay, here we go. There. Almost. There we go. Folks, she's back. Nora Jean. Nora, say hello to the peoples. Or just hang out back there and make things really uncomfortable for me. Whichever you want to, kid. It's all you. It's your world. People are saying hi to you. Say hi. Yeah, she's chilling. All right. Let's see there. And this over here. You know what, Mephisto? Mephisto is on the ground. He just got knocked out. Dude went toe to toe with the surfer. I have a missive. Let's see. Nora. Okay, it seems that the garage people are finishing up at the job they are at now, and then they will be heading my way. Nora, wow, that's your. Okay, that was her problem spot last week, but she's cleared up now. All right. So wow, this was a really quick stream today, but I'll tell you what. If I get this all set and I get these guys out of the way, we get everything straight, we're going to be coming back here and we're going to be working on this. I'm so sorry everything was brief today, folks. maybe, you know, Nora, do you want to take over hosting while I help to do the garage door people thing? I don't know if she will. There she goes. Or you know, I could even just like keep the camera going and people be like, "What's going on?" And like, "Oh, he's talking to the garage door repairman." How long has he been gone? Like half an hour. Yeah, my BRB sign is no more. I took it down. But you know what? If y'all are cool with like hanging out in the chat, I'll just let this thing keep going. Because I mean, I don't want to shortchange the thing here. Oh, she's really settling in now. So yeah, I'm gonna keep building until I hear somebody at the door, and then yeah, we'll just keep it strange today because that's the way I do things. All right. Yeah, she is really she's really a handful right now. All right, so we got a little short stack of a tower there. You know, pretty good. Couple story thing. And then I wanted to, because Hooded One did some builds for the Rebrick This, and he did this technique on the corners of his building, and I kind of wanted to duplicate that. But the slope, or the quarter round dots tiles are behind me, and she is not going to make it easy to get to that. So I'm just going to go ahead and build this up. For now, and kind of set that in there, and then put a to be continued tack on that. All right, what other colors I got here? I've got more down here, and I mean the yellow does read really well as windows. Oh man, I wish these garage door repairmen would be more accurate, and I wish they would have called me. Why did they call the girl? Hey, I've got tan in here too. That's going to work pretty good as a window level. So I just want to get a couple of these in there just to kind of, you know, give it a little bit of body. Give the city some body. Yeah, that's it. But it gives when you got that nice repetition in there, and then you put a couple unique ones in. I mean, it makes those stand out even more, and it actually makes these look really nice, and you know, when it's all mixed in together. All right, so I got that tan there. I've got black. I did black on that tower. I did gray on the other tower. Magenta. Let's work with some magenta. First, I'm going to take a look out the window and see if those cats are here. Here's a cat. These cats are not here yet. All right. So we'll make another little tower in the meantime. There we go. Just snapping this in. And yeah, if let's see, billboard on one of my buildings. Oh, this one. Yeah, it's a Trolls World Tour tile, stickered tile. I think I got that from the Catterbus set, which was pretty nice. Actually, I still have the Catterbus assembled. It's functional in my town. All right, Nora, this is verging on untenable. I need that magenta 1x2. All right, I got to use my toes to pick this up. She's not helping. There we go. There we go. Okay. And yeah, just Oh man, I would really love to get 4 of those in there because I've got 4 open jumpers in that spot. There we go. Yeah. If you guys wouldn't mind, like if people popped into the chat while I'm taking this, taking care of business here, and just letting them know that Don Brickles will return. I don't know if I could even make up a sign quick enough. Oh, we'll play it by ear, quite literally, because I'm listening very hard for those dudes to show up. All right, we'll make another little small one here. Yeah, she is a love bug. She's when she gets it in her mind, she's all about the humans. Tiffany doesn't have a free moment to herself when she gets home because Nora is on her all the time. It can be a little bit much, and I don't know what she's. She knows I'm talking about her. She doesn't know what's coming with the whole me going back to work thing. I don't know how she's going to deal with that. She's probably going to. She's probably going to take it out on me, I'm sure, in some way, shape, or form here. Because that's what she does. She specializes in vengeance. Fuzzy vengeance. We'll try a little different one here. Oh, there she goes. Off to execute that fuzzy vengeance. If I've got more dark green 1x2s here. Another check. Like, what does it mean finishing up at the job you're at? Like, I don't know what finishing up means. Well, I mean, I know what finishing up means, but in this context, I am clueless. All right, so with this one, I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm just making a kind of a spiral with these plates. Something to break it up visually. But still keeping with formula a wee bit. I think that's all the dark green I was able to score. Yeah. All right. So yeah, what I was kind of doing here is just, making a little spiral pattern as it goes up the building. And we'll put you right there. And the great thing about using jumpers to do this too is you can put them at an off angle. So your city doesn't have to be like such a rigid grid, which makes it more visually interesting. And now that I've got her out of the way, to the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should do. All right. Yeah, fuzzy vengeance is best served warm, and that's all. That's the way she knows how to do things, in a warm, fuzzy way. Yeah, I could handwrite a sign. But then people would have to read my handwriting. Even if it just says BRB, sometimes that can be difficult. All right. Yeah. Now with that, we'll set this over here and do a little something different with that one. So yeah, I've got those little scalped bits. So I mean, they got that darkness on the side, but I mean, it does give the impression of like balconies there. So that's cool. All right, so we're actually gonna put the rest of these 1x2s away because I think anything else I do from this point is gonna be just a different method of construction. We got to keep it interesting in here. Let's see what I got in this bin. And yeah, I keep all my bits and whatnot on hand, so it's either underneath this table, right behind me, like it's within swinging distance of this chair generally. So building can go pretty fast, depending. And we did get quite a few. You know what? Got quite a few of these yellow curved slopes from the bride and groom brickheads that I sorted out. And we've got this little building here, which is done with those curves. So we'll do something similar. Hopefully with that. And then the way I did that, snap bricks there. And I mean, this is probably going to be a bit different. But we'll experiment. We'll see what we can do. All right. Try something like this. Just like make a snot tower that alternates studs. This one really needs a better connection. Alternate studs there. Hey, what's going on, Hood One? Hoy hoy. Just a heads up, I will be stepping away very shortly here. I have garage door repairmen showing up, and it's just going to be an estimate. So they're just going to take a look and tell me what's got to be done today. So should go pretty quick. That being said, I will be stepping away and don't exactly have a be right back sign handy and available. So I'm just going to keep this going because this is going to be the last Monday show. And this is kind of a special thing. And I think that its specialness should embody all the crazy that we endure here. So why not have things step away from it? yeah, it is too much. I see. It's okay. All right, boom. Yeah, let's see. But Hooded One. I was just talking earlier about how you use this little technique on your rebricks, and so I just wanted to give it a shot there, and I think it looks really good. Really good. All right. And I know I've got more of these curved slopes in there, but I feel like every 2 seconds I got to take a look outside. Was it you? I was pretty sure it was you. It was somebody in the rebrick that did it. They're going everywhere. Yeah. 2, 1, and 2 more. Come on now. All right, and this building is not very stable at all. I will say that. And that being said, I'll do a little bit of this action. It should make it a little bit more sturdy. There we go. And I am keeping my ears peeled. Is it eyes peeled or ears peeled? Well, I'm keeping my ears peeled for sure, regardless of how it's supposed to go. All right. So yeah, this is what I'm working on this one, and what I want to do is I want to throw like some more plates in the center there to flesh that out a little bit more. That's the plan. We'll see if I can get it. Yeah, we're good. Sorry, y'all keep seeing like flashes of me just like moving. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not a selling point of the show. I promise you. All right, and I do have some more. One more. Come on there. There it is. Switch that. We'll get this going off the roof. Just to see how it looks. I think it's going to look all right. Okay. Yeah, maybe it takes away from the overall shape just a little bit. Yeah, it's moving along for sure. Let's set that one there at that angle. Set this one. We're just actually going to set this one square. Or we'll set it there. Just going to scoot these around, make some more room. That, and then I'll down here for this one stud, I'll probably throw like a tree or like a sculpture looking thing there. Yeah, this tree is out of scale, so it's going to have to be replaced. I just wanted to set that somewhere, so I'm not holding on to it while I search. That would be good. That would be also good. Let's see. Dark tan. Dark tan it is. And I think this is going to work pretty good. Pretty well? Yeah, that's what I mean. It will work pretty well, he assumed, before embarking on the most disastrous adventure of his life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. How many dark tans do I have? 3, 6, 8. 9. Blast. All right, we're switching dark gray. So we're going to need 12 to accomplish what I want to do here. And yeah, I mean, since it's the last Monday MOCkery for, it's the last Monday MOCkery, but this might be the last stream for a little bit. If y'all have any questions or anything at all, just hit me up with it. So it might be a while before I'm in this type of forum again. Or if you want to talk smack about something, or you want to discuss new sets. I did see that they are coming out with the Marvel CMFs. They confirmed for the What If. Just for the Disney Plus. And I mean, I'm cool with it, but Loki needs to wash his damn hair. I am not going to open that bag. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it locked up. That dude's he's got a date with some shampoo, because whatever's going on up there just ain't right. And I mean, I understand I'm a bald dude. I don't have the hair. But it doesn't make my opinions less valid. All right, so yeah, this is what I wanted to do here. Just kind of fill up that gap. Because putting those there like that gives you like an entire 3 bricks worth of space. So when I put this back together, hopefully it's going to look all right, decent. Frog plus Thor. Yeah, the whole, yeah, I mean, I can't say that I'm a Thor fan because I'm not, and never really was. Thor didn't become cool until just recently, and even then, that's semi-debatable. I don't know. I like Hemsworth in the movies, but Thor was always too much of a pretty boy to me. Pretty boy with serious speaking issues, as far as all the forsooths and such. All right, so yeah, that's kind of the. I mean, it doesn't really look like a building. It doesn't. So I mean, that one's probably gonna get axed when things go on. Hey, what's going on, Aubrey? Some of the new hair pieces and the mini croc look interesting in those CMFs. They do. A lot of the stuff in there looks pretty sweet. And I'm probably gonna get them all just because that's what I do. Actually, Drunken Thor with Beer Belly is coming out in his own set, in the new Asgard set. So keep your eyes out for that. That's happening. But yeah, so this is what we got so far for this little expansion to the city. Yeah, so Aubrey, things are probably going to get cut short today. I'm going to have to step away for a bit because I'm waiting for the garage door repairman who should be here any minute. When they are here, I'm going to have to go and they're going to do an estimate and then I'm going to come back. But I'm going to keep things rolling because this is probably the last Monday show I'm going to do. There will be more shows. There will be, like, this thing isn't over, but it's just going to have to recalibrate for the world creeping in. You know? All right. Actually, that looks like too many. I'm probably going to have to edit that down. Let me get this one. Yeah, I haven't actually watched any of the Loki show. Loki disgusts me. I'm just repulsed by that hair. I can't watch it. I try and fast forward through the parts of the movies where he's in just because I can't do it. It's called shampoo. All right. Put it there. Oh, thanks, Burkinista. Yeah. I had to repair the garage door last year too, which is horrible. Because it like one of the cords snapped, so it threw it off its track, and I think that's ultimately what caused what's going on now, which sucks. But I mean, I was trying to think of ways to fix it on my own, but I've noticed with certain things, it's best to just call it professional, and that's what I did for this case. Yeah. Hair gel, I don't care. Like he just doesn't need to cut that shit. I'm sorry. Sorry. There it is. I hit my PG-13. But yeah, Loki's hair just offends me so much. It really does. It really does. All right, I'm just throwing a couple of different pieces of foliage out here. And again, because the scale is going to be so small, it's going to kind of limit the variation that we're going to be able to accomplish here. But I'm just kind of doing it with studs. Yep, I said it. I heard myself. Apologies, anybody who might be listening. All right. Taking a peek. Yeah, Loki. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Me talking about hair. Yeah, I know. And I just cut mine this morning. So, so my opinions are very fresh. Yeah. But once upon a time I had long hair. Believe it or not, I did before I realized it was receding, and I just kept it short. But But yeah, I had shoulder length hair at one point, and it was very curly, and it was a little bit on the luscious side. And brother used conditioner. All right, so we're gonna top. We're gonna top these with tiles. Signed photo of Tom Hiddleston, maybe in your future. Oh, that's exciting. Now, I mean, Tom Hiddleston, the actor, fine, totally good, great actor. Which I like. His ability makes me look beyond the hair for a hot second, but it's just like, and then every time he does the the whoosh, tosses it back with it's just like, come on. Like, the hair is a character. Don't get me wrong. That hair is definitely making a salary. All right. So yeah, a little bit of tree action there. Nothing great. I kind of feel like needs something more back there. I don't know. Probably not more variation in color. Canopy. Can't be much of a canopy. I can get this out of here. So that just makes it look off. All right, I've got some lime brown tiles. There. Yeah, I'll send you Loki figures to do. Yeah, I'm gonna get that figure, but I'm gonna keep him in his bag until I get some shampoo. I think I need to buy another Friends set. But Asgardians using hair products? Come on. Okay. Anyway, I'm done with that. I'm stepping away right now. Yeah, there's a little something there. And then for these buildings, they're just not striking me. Well, this one's not striking me. I was hoping this one would be more visually interesting than it actually is. It's a little bit tame. Yeah, thanks everyone. So, and I think it's just because of the yellow. I mean, maybe it's just because of the yellow on the top. Could be. So what else could we do on the top? Just to check it out. Into the round bits now. Let's see, I could do this. That. Yeah. I don't know. That one's on the chopping block. It's probably not going to stick around. One of those semi-filled wine bottles could work for a shampoo bottle. Actually, the set I was planning to do the rebrick this with for the next month before I realized it's probably just not a good time to do it. Was the beauty salon, the Friends Beauty Salon, which came with a couple of shampoo bottles in there, but I've already broken them down. But it gives me a good excuse to go get more. Yeah, I really missed the opportunity there for sure. I mean, it does come with some hair that could be Loki's for definite. Post thing. No, I don't know. A little tree on top. That building just feels like it's really reaching to be something, and it's just not getting there. It doesn't have the same flair same panache, if you will. Here's one we can do. Pretty easy. Hey, Maraid, what's going on? Yeah, actually, turns out for Rebrick This, we're pausing Rebrick This. We're going on a little hiatus, just because there's so many challenges going on right now, and the world's starting up again. Pandemic's over, folks. Just go back to what you were normally doing. So yeah, that's going to be on pause until everything gets sorted out, and then maybe even they come up with some pretty decent sets at that price point in the meantime. So we'll see. But yeah, if you guys want us to do the Rebrick This, don't wait for me. Do your own thing. It was just an idea that I had, and ideas are freeware. So they're open to everybody, or at least that's how I see them. I'm not going to diss on somebody. I'm like a dog waiting for his owner to come home. You know? Is that the garage door man? Did I hear the garage door man? Is that Earl? We've given the garage door man the name Earl, just for brevity's sake. Yeah, if you want to post something, if you want to rebrick anything and do it, call it a rebrick and post it under hashtag rebrick, we'll definitely see it. I'm still going to be following the tag, but I don't have time to. Well, with everything becoming the way it is, my time is going to become real sparse. And with that being said, I default when I come home from work to either just futzing around with Lego with no real purpose or immersing myself in video games. And I feel a strong video game whiplash coming at me because I've been kind of off video games for the most part for this last year. But that was my go-to thing. There we go. There's another. It's going to be a decent one. So this is just dishes stacked there. But yeah, if y'all want to keep doing it, and if you can think of a different set, or if you want to do it with any set, really, by all means, keep it up. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? Hi. I am waiting for the garage door repairman. His name probably isn't Earl, but we're calling him Earl, to come by and give me an estimate, and hopefully it's going to go pretty quick and I can get back in here and get to finishing up on this. But I'm just going to keep this going because this is going to be the last Monday show. So it's kind of a special day, and I don't want it to be truncated by my by my poor luck. All right, that one kind of works. And the great thing about doing a city like this and just using the jumpers is you can, like with my city, you can start switching buildings around, figuring out what looks best where, and going off things like that. Yeah. Talk myself into a corner there. Yeah, apologies. I do that frequently, in case you haven't noticed. All right. It's there. And yeah, Nora stopped by earlier and got crazy just a little bit. Well, yeah, they had Windows going, so yeah, they had a Windows 11 update that they had to worry about, so they didn't broadcast. But that's okay. That's totally cool. I don't know which day I'm going to switch to, and it's probably going to be in the evenings because I don't know what my schedules are going to look like, or schedule is going to look like at this point. But I know definitely in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will begin working again. And it's just a matter of hearing from these other opportunities I have out there, and then either going forward with that or going back to the thing I was doing before, which is opening up again. Which, the invitation is there for me too. So. So that's the way things are going to be. And normally when I was doing my job, it's like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So I'd have like Saturday and Sunday to work with. These other things that I'm looking at are every other weekend. Well, the other things I'm in line for are every other weekend with Tuesdays off. So I mean, it might be a Tuesday thing. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on there. And then I got to think of a pun for a Tuesday show. So I guess I better start putting my mind to it now, huh? Yeah, this didn't turn out too great. I mean, it's a fun little construction, but I don't think it screams building to me so much. Yeah. Hopefully things turn out. But I mean, if the things that I'm reaching for don't turn out, I'm going to be able to fall back into what I did before, which it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see. Hopefully I go back into the position I was at before, because I think that is going to definitely be needed. There. Yeah, I've got I've applied for some catering things on campus, like event planning, coordinating, and things like that. Also, like every time I hear an engine, like I'm going on extra alert. Tuesday teardowns. Tuesday teardowns. That's great. I like that. Tuesday teardowns. Nice, Maria. Pre-show for Lego Masters. Could be, but there are only there are a finite number of episodes remaining to that end. And I used up all my clear plates. Check clear drawer. Because yes, I have a clear drawer. Nope. Let's see. What kind of video games? Well, Gran Turismo has been kind of the thing that's just, I've been getting like 15 to 20 to 30 minutes playtime like daily. So like it's been my it's helped me get through these tough video game drought times. But usually like Grand Theft Auto or racing games, Ace Combat for sure. I'm not even gonna go into all that. Katamari, another definite one. Like stranger Japanese games like Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, Journey, Flow. If you ever played anything by that game company. I've also, I was planning for this whole time, not to be such a Lego maniac during this. I was planning to get all my video game backlog taken care of, because I spent too long playing a multiplayer online thing for a couple of years, and I got a backlog then, and I've never been able to break that dam. So, all right. I don't know. These have got me wanting to think about a different way to do this here. Hey, what's going on, Cornito? Whoop whoop. Yeah, we're waiting on Earl to show up. Earl's going to show up any minute now. We're calling him Earl. And then I'm going to be stepping away for an undetermined amount of time, but I'm going to keep the stream going. And I guess all this time I'm talking and them finishing up the job, I'm going to take another look at the window. Translates to, who knows? Because it's 1 o'clock now. That then between 1 and 6. But I could probably try and cobble together a BRB just to throw up there real quick. We'll see. We'll see if I can manage that. And here we go. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Medium lavender. Da-dun, da-dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I'm making this way too dramatic. More dramatic than it needs to be. So. Okay, this is this is not going to be good. Yeah. You ever done one of those poster boards, especially when you're younger, and you start out? And I mean, this is actually a Jerry Seinfeld bit, but this is very true. You start out, with big B, and you want to make it everything big, and then by the time you get to the end of whatever you're writing, you have to write it really small, and maybe at an angle, and hyphen it, and bring it around to the next one, just because of exuberance or whatever. But that does hold true. So I just did that with bricks. Jumper. Can I get a jumper? Do I have a jumper? Looking for a jumper, and I hope you're 10. I got no 10 jumpers, but I got an off-white one that's been a little long in the sun. And there it goes. All right. There, done. Oh, this is foul. This is bad. All right, it's lowercase b, funky r, and then blocky capital B. So what? It'll sit right there for when the time comes. And then, yeah, like I say, this is just like my handwriting. You're going to have to decipher this with hieroglyphics, ancient texts, forensics teams. Okay, maybe not forensics teams. That might be going a little far. But, I mean, I want to see if I can eke out another 50 minutes here at least on this last day, right? Okay, now the other B is a little bit better. See what a difference a tile makes. Yeah. Now, can you make it stand independently? Got to learn to stand on your own, son. Yeah, Earl had an emergency. Earl, why do you do this to us? Hanging out with Toe Jam, that's why. Jeez. Or cornbread. Which, depending on how old you are, we'll go with that direction. Right. There, that. Yeah. Like going back to WoW or something like that. I mean, that's why I've stayed away from Minecraft, because if I go into Minecraft, it's going to be another few years just gone from my life. So I'm staying away from Minecraft. And like I tried to pop in there a little bit ago because I guess it works on the PlayStation VR. So I wanted to check that out because I had a seriously intense world, both one that was done in survival and one that was done just the customization thing. But yeah, so many updates. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore. So it's for the best. I'll stay away. Animal Crossing, yeah, Animal Crossing. Another one similar to Animal Crossing that I've been like a devotee of for a long time is Harvest Moon. So if you never played Harvest Moon, I can't really explain what Harvest Moon is. I mean, it's a farming game, so I guess I can totally explain what Harvest Moon is. But I can't convey the level of cuteness involved in that game or addictability. It's just a good way for things. There. That. Get this together and hydrate because I'm starting to make word soup. Yeah, come watch Devo make a be right back sign that he will not need because Earl's not going to show up till like 2:30 because they're finishing up that job they're on. Sorry. I'll try to keep the cynicism down to a minimal. So yeah, there we go. BRB. Or BYOB. However your brain interpretates that. Or interpretates? Definitely time for a drink. Yeah, Animal Crossing, I played on GameCube, and I really wanted a GameCube, and I wanted to throw my life away to that game. But I didn't. Mostly because I didn't have a GameCube myself. I worked in a video game store at one point. And it was when the GameCube, PS2, and the Xbox were all the thing. And we did system rentals. I took home the Dreamcast because nobody else was taking home the Dreamcast, so I could play me some Soul Calibur. But that being said, I took home the GameCube a couple times and started some Animal Crossing. And then when I got it back to the store, I threw the system in the demo box for our in-store display. And I kind of kept Animal Crossing in there and would load up my save file for a couple weeks and kept it going. So it was fun, even back on the GameCube. So I can only imagine how addictive and immersive it must be now. Yeah, I tend towards games like that, ones that'll just like suck you into a whole new world. Because I like making worlds. What can I say? Don't psychoanalyze that too much. I'm sure somebody can find a root cause for that. But I don't think it'll really be worth your time. Okay. All right, so I'm trying a little something different here with these three. Just kind of putting them all at the same angle. Making a nice little clump. I'll show you what I got going here. There. So yeah, you can see that group of three. They're all just kind of sitting there, a little bit off kilter, but still within the confines of the sidewalk. And yeah, it just makes for a more visually interesting subsection, especially because these are going to be low buildings. Oh, the GameCube version in high def with extras. Yeah. I've been looking at it. I've seen screenshots. I've seen a couple videos here and there. I would it's a thing that I can look at and know what it would do to me, and I'm at the point now where I can make rational adult, mostly rational, mostly adult decisions and keep myself from getting too immersed in going over the edge. I want to find a tile here or a square jumper to cap that. I don't think I've got. No, I do. Oh, but why don't I have one in dark green? I don't know, because tan I kind of wanted to look like the windows there, but when you cap it with tan, it makes it reverses it. So, clips and bars. Let's see, we will put. Actually, we'll get a hollow stud to do it right. Make it more secure. There we go. Just like actually that looks like it. It looks like dynamite. It looks like somebody's got a TNT depressor. Hey, Matthew, what's going on, yo? Let's see. Lego Batman totally counts. And Lego Batman was like one of the first. Like, I think it was like the Star Wars trilogy and then like Lego Batman, then a couple others. But Lego Batman was a very early one. Got your not the first mini kits because they showed up in the Star Wars one, but like it's super immersive. It's got outfit switching, so like when you're Batman and you got to accomplish different things, you got to change into different outfits. So you have a shock outfit and underwater outfits and things like that. And so does Robin, and Robin actually has different ones. So the two of them kind of play off to each other, and you got to do a lot of cooperation on it. So it's a really good game. Yeah, the Traveler's Tales does a good job. Yeah, fire it up again. It's worth it. Go for gold. Go get yourself into a video game that's going to keep you occupied for a long time. It's good for the mind. Try something here with. And so what I'm thinking about this area, because like each one of these is like has its own name. So the downtown is downtown, financial district, so FIDI, and then this I'm thinking is going to be like a lot of small residential areas. So probably going to be something along those lines. Yeah, Lego Worlds. I checked out the demo for it for a hot minute, and it came off as being very buildy, Minecrafty type of thing, which would have sucked me right in if I'd have let it. So I kind of had to distance myself a little bit from it and just keep it in the demo world there. But super enjoyable. I try and keep to the like licensed Traveler's Tale stuff, or actually the two greatest of those games are Lego City Undercover and Dimensions. And if you don't have Dimensions, you really can get it cheap. You can get it super cheap, and you can get the discs for the characters quarter, or so at different Bricklink stores. So. I recommend it. I really do. I went whole hog on Dimensions once it hit 50% clearance for a lot of them. It wasn't all 50% clearance because they were still releasing the waves, but yeah. Lego games are a way of life. If you're a trophy hunter, they're easy platinums. If you're a PlayStation person, or if you're after achievements for the rest of the world, it's an easy way to go, and it's fun. It challenges you a little bit. Plus, like there are in-game builds which are pretty phenomenal. Lego City Undercover has some of the greatest cars I've ever seen in a video game made out of Lego, and they're must gets. Yeah, Dimensions, absolutely brilliant. All right, so what am I doing now? I got that little circular area on top. Let's see what this does. Maybe a couple of low-lying buildings around here, or maybe I just pack this really dense with short buildings. Let's see if these little awning bits look like anything. I mean, it could be like a central bus station. It could be car parking. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to riding the bus again, that's for sure. There we go. So, yeah, I think that looks all right, or at least for now until I figure out something better to do with it. And the colors might change on that as well. But I'm going to take the detonator out of this building here because that just did not work like I thought it was going to work. But let's try this. Not that. Let's try this. Too much, too tall. I don't know. I mean, doesn't really read on here too much for y'all. But I just kind of threw a little tree on top. It's probably out of scale. So that might be going away. Video game enablers. Oh, that's spoken like somebody who doesn't play video games. I'm not an enabler. I'll just I tell you what I've played. Then you can go out and make your own decisions on what you want to play. But I can tell you that they fulfill a little bit. They fill a little vacancy inside you that can only be filled by video games. Okay, maybe not, but this so I'm gonna try a different one here, and we'll do green. So you got 6 of them out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I went through and rearranged everything in here very recently, as in like this last weekend. And all this right here across the center, that's all brackets. That's all like 2x4, 2x2, 1x2, 1x1, up brackets, down brackets, brackets going left, brackets going right, brackets you going ways you haven't even dreamed of. That's how we do the brackets around here. Okay. And there's that. We got these studs coming off the side. Use tiles. Which I got white tiles. We got use jumpers. Bring this one back out again. We use here we go. I got double wide cheese slopes, y'all. Yeah, that double wide cheese slopes is not going to be a chart topping single anytime soon. Let's see what this looks like. Tile. Yeah. Okay. And I'm thinking about it. I probably could have gone grills on there too. We'll go this route. That's part of that one. All right. Probably have to keep that turned like that. Okay. Earl check. Nothing. And messages double check. Okay. And actually, it turns out it was an hour ago that I received the missive that the garage people are finishing up at the job they're on now, and then they'll be heading your way. Now, that being said, them finishing up that job at that time would lead me to believe slightly that after that, cats are going to go on lunch. So we should be able to get pretty far. Yeah, my garage people they were pretty good. Actually, it was a year ago that I had old dude out here, and it was like the hottest day of the year. It was like nasty hot, and the garage door just was, and he had to work in that hot garage. So sorry, folks. Just communicating with the boss lady here to let her know status of things. Okay. All right. So I mean, this is getting to a nice little habitable area here, and I'm thinking if I want to do something different with the parks bit back here, I can like do like a larger canopy on some things, but I need to get some ground. I need to get some round 2x2s in the plate variety. So I can do a broader, lower canopy that way. And I got one more. So we got 4 regular green and 1 bright green. Let's see what's going to happen there. Translucent tiles might work. Yes. On that, yeah, but they'd show those big hollow studs through there, and I kind of don't want to see that. But you never know. Sometimes that can work. Now, see, these trees can definitely be taller than this, because I mean that looks more like a palm tree. If I'm being honest, and if I had like a row of those, like a LA thing, you know, that's totally cool. There, this is this is miles better, miles ahead. Because these trees are larger and they got that broader canopy, it does make more sense. Because I mean, we're not dealing with conifers here necessarily, or at least in this section of the park. I might, now that I mentioned conifers, I'm probably going to put them over here inside. The coniferous breeds. Yeah. Is a tree a breed? No, I don't think a tree is a breed. Okay. I just got this extra. You know what? Yep, we're going in between here. There we go. Green spaces in our urban environments. Okay. Back into the clear, because I do have 2 spots in here on jumpers for some kind of water effect out on the pond. And I've got that. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I've got a bin full of transparent parts. Man, that's really high. like the fountain downtown when that's a geyser. But I don't know. Does that look out of place? The height of these the water sprays in the park. I don't know what you think. It almost looks like there's some kind of superhero battle that you can't quite see, but you know things are happening because there are huge splashes of water coming out, and somebody just got dunked. All right, so cones, conifer, double check for Earl. Telling you what, it's like I'm getting squats workout here. Thighs are going to be burning at the end of this stream. One of the coolest things about San Francisco when I went there is there are a lot of urban spaces in town that have redwoods. And I did not expect that. I did not see that coming, and it made me so happy. You can bred trees. Let's see. They stacked a little high. Translucent studs. Yeah, I got translucent studs in there. So if I just take this out. They've at least got a base of them. So yeah, you kind of see it there. What was I after? Cones. I don't think I have too many of them, and I'm actually surprised I found these ones so far. Okay, make this one a little bit higher. There we go. Yeah. 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 Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, and then something for this back corner. I got an open stud there. I could do another tree. I could do another tree. I will do another tree because I just found a dark green. Okay. And that'll be a super mighty oak. Yeah. Oh, I love trees. I've only got one tree in my yard. It's a pain, but you gotta love it. You gotta love the thing. Okay. Still got some more studs there. I can cap some of these roofs if I can find tiles that are correct for it. Or grills. Let's see. Magenta. It's a good thing I have so much magenta. I wonder why I would keep so much magenta on hand. All right. There. And then we'll just do a little cheese slope here on top. There we go. It's going to be for the black one. For the gray one, you can go, I don't think I can. No, it wouldn't sit on there, right? Okay. Oh, here we go. This. There. All right, so we got an ingot on top of that one. And there, and slope there. All right, so I mean, there's probably going to be a couple more things to futz with and fix up on that. I think that's a pretty good looking urban space. Yeah, there's like three more buildings that I could finish off the tops a little bit better on. But yeah, cute. Thanks, Maraid. Yeah, it's no, it looks like a nice place in town, like to go on lunch and just hang out there. Get some shade beneath the tree, maybe hang out on a park bench or something. Get your sack lunch on. Yeah. So yeah, now and I mean I'm gonna tweak this because I'm probably just gonna. But I think yeah, there we go. There's a nice boom boom boom. And then yeah, you get over here and things are a lot shorter because I mean it's not it's not highly sought commercial space. Let's say that. All right, so I'll tidy up here a bit. Still waiting for Earl to show up. Because Earl is tardy. Tardy Boys. That would have been a totally different series. The Tardy Boys. But I'll show you this. And you know I'm a fan of the lavender. Got some dark pink mixed in with this lavender because dark pink is my next direction. It's probably going to end up going on this thing over here. How's the rent? Actually, the rent's pretty affordable. because we're dealing with more of an urban sprawl, so it's not so much of a congested space. So this is gonna, you can imagine this going on for quite a little bit. So actually, the rent is pretty cheap, and public transportation in town is top notch. Oh, thanks, Brickanista. Yeah, for the cities. Well, I mean, I live in one, so I mean that helps. Plus, I mean, I just love buildings. I really do. Buildings are the one thing you can separate from whatever's going on in there. Like 40 Wall Street, for example. Those who know will know the address and know what I'm talking about. Those who don't, I'm just not going to go into it. But building is more than what we do in there. What it's a culmination of possibility. There are different ways to think about urban spaces and buildings and usage, but Mies van der Rohe always built his buildings with an eye for the space to be pretty universal. It could be a museum at one point. It can be office building at another point. It could be residential at some other point in this life. So there's a lot of malleability to the space, and you do that by keeping the space pretty much open and blank, and letting its purpose fill it. And then when it's time to change the purpose, things change. So I got these, gotta go into clips, clip and bar bin, which is pretty full and stacked in here. Yeah, I could actually do that. Aubrey, we're gonna do a little musical city once I get all this debris out of my way. Yeah, and you, foliage drawer, you, transparent element drawer, you. The Kivs. All right, there we go. All right, now we'll play the shell game with this thing. As long as I don't jostle it too much. There we go. That's pretty cool. Wow, that breaks up that space nicely. Good eye, yo. Thanks. Yeah, that's sweet. So like congestion, relief, big buildings. Yeah, so it's kind of like a sine wave going through there. Pretty sweet. Unfortunately, the way I have my roads set up, I can't like flip things around like this without the roads being too far off. Because like these ones won't connect over here. This one I put a little forethought into it and I kept that road on the side. But yeah, so they don't connect right there. I mean, I could flip this around for sure. Oh no, a building fell at some point. There we go. Yeah, so that there. Reverse this. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. There we go. And then let's try it in a triangle. I don't think this will line. Oh, it does. Look at that. There. Wow. That's cool. Yeah, I could probably spend hours just messing around with this and taking it into different directions and everything. Yeah, this one's a dead end here, but I mean it could be like a service drive. Yeah, it looks pretty all right. Looks okay. Yeah. And actually, I'm anticipating getting out on my bike this week because it looks like it's not going to be as rainy and muggy and like mind-bleachingly hot as it has been. So I'm going to be able to get my bike out and I'm going to actually tool around the downtown area because I mean it's the state capital, so we got buildings. Not necessarily the greatest buildings in the world, but they serve their purpose and they look nice. Most of them. Some of them. There are a couple ones I have issues with, But mostly it's people not executing postmodernism correctly, and that's like, whatever. Yeah, Joel, you can mock. You can totally mock. You can mock all day, mock all night, mock around the clock. Come on, Wheelie. I can't mock. But yeah, so this is cool. Now I really want to try and figure out a way to keep it in this configuration, but I don't think I can because I have it sitting on a bookshelf over there. But I am going to have this in the center part now because I do like that, a bit of an undulation to it. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, you can do many cities in studio, but I really like doing them live because like you saw, it's just like whatever parts I have, whatever you can make from that. That's the way I like to do a lot of things. It's like with whatever I've got on hand. I do make bricklink orders if I have something specifically planned. If I'm doing a very specific mock or something like that, and I'm trying to get things just right, like with Ego over here. But yeah, it's just a fun exercise to get into. And I mean, you can do it on, I'm doing these on 16 by 16s. You can do them on 16 by 32, 16 by 24 if you got those, which you can do them on 32s by 32s, 48 by 48, anything you want to make a city. I mean, it's right there. It's really comes down to what kind of tiles you have, because you do want to do streets and sidewalks pretty much. So you want to make sure that you got enough of that to be able to make something that's passable for the city. And then when you get to the buildings, I mean, it's pretty much anything goes. Rick Brickham's version of his city is an amazing NPU lesson. Like just looking at that and like the amphitheater that he had there and a couple of the other buildings, just like the construction on those is just far out. But they do read his buildings, which is one of the great things about working like in a smaller scale is like you can take certain curved slopes and just like set them on their own, and then they look like something just because of not only like its shape, but where it's sitting in relation to other things, as well as like light. Light is a big thing, especially with Lego when you're building this small. For me, because the light is like an extra part, so to speak, that you don't really have. Well, that's always there, but I mean, you're not pulling it out from your parts box. It just kind of exists because these little yellow things right here, the way the light hits that, okay, and makes a little, let's see, back this a little darker, a little bit underneath there, that makes it a whole other thing that it couldn't have been without that shadow being cast. So shadows are a tool in the Lego toolbox, and I highly encourage everybody to get out there and experiment with them. You can do so much with that just by doing that. But yeah, 16 by 16s work well, at least for the scale that I'm doing, because this is below my Micropolis. This is like maybe half Micropolis scale, or maybe even a little bit smaller. Excuse me. So yeah, so there's that. That being said, and with Earl having not shown up, we still got 20 minutes left. Like I'm surprised we're still going. Like I thought I was gonna have to step away. I made this crappy BRB sign. Yeah. So let me get this set over here very carefully, because I'm bound, like I'm 10 minutes overdue for something else crashing. Scoot that, get this Earl check, because apparently he doesn't feel like calling me when he shows up. Phone check to make sure I didn't miss any messages, because I don't have it on mute, but I want to make sure that I haven't fallen into the leaving my messages opening and not hearing when I get a call or anything like that. So I've been in that pitfall before. All right. So now, yeah, Joel, you're not selling the I can't mock thing. That's like Superman saying, I can't fly. Where did you get that impression? So now, I fixed Mephisto up. He kind of took a tumble. I think it's because I called him Count Chocula, and it really. See, I said it again, and like he goes to pieces. Dude. Talk about thin-skinned. All right. So this behemoth, this nasty piece of work here, is going to get me through those not buying new sets times, not spending a whole lot of money on other things, just trying to cobble this together from what I've got on hand. This is nothing I'm going to get any extra bits for. Now, if I happen to pick up a set or two that's got a slide, or maybe I'm really hoping this water park goes on clearance, the Friends one, so I can get some more of these, because that would be brilliant for this. Like I figured out a way to send a ball through here. Let's see if I can. Figured out a way to send a ball through here. If I can do it at enough velocity, really need to hydrate. Velocity, I'll be able to make this jump a gap. So see if I can illustrate here again. Yeah, but if it's going through there fast enough, it's going to get some distance. So I want to do that. Like I want to. The last time I did this thing, it was so underwhelming. It was pretty much just the ball goes up, the ball comes down. Ball goes up, ball comes down. I want this to be ball goes up, wraps around, comes through, maybe shoots through the center, comes back, does like a, you know, it'd be like watching Magic Johnson play basketball is really what I want this thing to look like. And to that end, these pink supports, yes, they have them in dark pink. Isn't that exciting? Yeah. And I've got these in tan. I've seen them in some other colors too, but these I've got a line on them for super cheap, about 30 or so of them, but I don't want to put in the order quite yet because I'm going to be away for a day or two next week, and I want to I don't want to miss like anything bigger in the mail. Even though somebody's going to be checking our mail and feeding the cats, and I mean I could ask my neighbors too. They're nosy enough. I could do that, but I want to get like a lot of these because they've got the Technic pinholes on there, and it'll allow me to secure and anchor a lot of things that are coming up and going down and spinning around, spiraling, doing gravity things, because that's what's going to go on. Yeah, that water park is so choice because I mean it's got extra slides, it's got those clear bits there, and Blair was talking about these early on because like he picked them up. I remember mentioning them like last summer from Bricklink. Or bricks and pieces. So yeah, I want to get some more of these for sure. Let's see. Lavender track. Yes, there is lavender. There is medium lavender here for sure. Medium lavender, regular dark purple, yellow. Brickinista got a minion set the other night. It's got orange slides now. And I got some medium azure and light aqua for one as well down here. So yeah, it's gonna be picking those up, just from sets, or if I'm doing a Bricklink order and somebody happens to have some cheap, because you can find them cheap in their store. Yeah, like one of those I got for $1, the half spirals, and if you try and get those from Bricks and Pieces, they can run you a pretty penny depending on the color, depending on the size. If I remember right, people don't F around in your neighborhood. Well, I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, my that Mephisto is like in such a like proto idea state that like the entire head was only held on by 2 studs on a ball joint because it didn't have any way to anchor it in. But now that I'm gonna have to go through and redo the face in pink. Yeah, it's going to be more secure. And the feet, I used actually a technique that I used in the rebrick this with the Defiant one. Everybody calls her Miss Sassy Pants. But yeah, so I did something similar like there, but I want to do something more secure. So I mean, that's definitely going to go along there. Yeah, definitely time consuming. But yeah, that's why this is kind of not going to get done, not on any schedule to get done anytime soon. It's just going to be something I tinker with over time, doing a little bit here, a little bit there. It'll be like, oh my God, it'll be like old men going down and playing trains in their basement. My God, I'm an old man playing trains in my basement. Okay. And where did I have this? I had this there. Yeah, and like a lot of this is just conglomerated, extra bonus, not being earmarked for any other use and anything else. So I got all these window bits down here that are just wherever and whatever. And yeah. So let's see. Got some of these, and this is what I ended up using. And I think I may have mentioned it before. I don't know if you'd seen it when I talked about this thing last time. But you can see it right there, securing the ball when it goes up. Because originally I did have pins, like regular Technic pins, but they were a little bit short, and so sometimes the ball would slip out. And then you got to develop a mechanism for that to catch it and put it back in the thing. But this works really well, keeping them. And I got like 5 or 6 of these, and these are actually Zamfer spheres. So they got that little depressed side, that dimple there, and then a pinhole on the other side. So these are bionicle bits, so they're not like. Let's see, where did I have it? I got it over here. I've got an actual basketball. We can take a look at it. Oh no! Now it rolled away from me. This is fantastic. Come on, Carl Malone, pass it to me. All right, pass it to Stockton and have him pass it to me. Oh, this is not it. Shoot. Okay, so that was like a waste of time. The ball rolled back in there, past the basketball court, past the stormtroopers watching the game, and it's tucked itself on the backside of a support. So it's going to take me, a little bit more patience to go in there and get that. So just take my word for it. The basketballs and Zamfer spheres and soccer balls they're each a little bit different. Need about 30 balls. Actually, I've got let's see, with the basketballs, I've got 7, I think, spheres. Let's see, we've got at any one time we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls loaded in and running through the thing. So I think actually this number is pretty good because I don't want the ball catch area to be like overloaded with like a lot of balls. But I mean, we'll see once we get going. And I mean, these things with GBCs, once you get into them, you get into them. So I got that to look forward to, which is great. So yeah, I can see myself in time getting more balls. And once the track gets set up and I get to see how long it is and how long it's going to take everything to run through it, I'll be able to put extra balls in there so that the whole thing will be cycling through like all the time. That's the goal. So I mean, there's probably going to be 3 balls going in the system while the conveyor's got 5 on it. So we'll see how that goes there. Am I missing some of the chat? 30 balls. Yeah, I think Brickanista is right. 30 is the ideal test amount. Like, I don't, the ones I got were like 50, 75 cents each. I got those from the cheap store. And like I say, there's Zamfer spheres, so they got that dimple. And the first time me doing this and running this, that dimple does make a difference. It does make a flat spot, so your ball will stop rolling in certain areas if it doesn't have the momentum to get downhill. Or if you have a slow section or something like that. So I'm gonna have to do some extra workings on that. So let me get the other balls I got out. And then I've got 2 basketball nets, which I guess I can work into this thing. And, I'm not the best dude at mechanics, so when it comes to doing this and doing tipping mechanisms and things like that, it's all going to be new to me, and I'm going to be trying to play it by ear a lot here. So. So we got 5 balls, and then now this pearl silver is amphosphere. I'm gonna show you right here. Yeah, it's picking it up. You see that marbling that's going on through there? That is absolutely sweet. Check that a little bit here. So yeah, so that's a very cool thing that's going on with this. But yeah, I could have a couple hoops that'll drop through, and then drops through, and then shoots out and goes to the thing. Yeah. And we're down to about 10 minutes, and Earl still hasn't shown up. So it looks like we got in a full show, despite my syntax errors that have been popping up lately because keep checking for Earl. Yeah, I'm about to name the dude something else if this takes much longer. But I mean, it's set till 6, so. And finishing up a job. Has anybody got any good sales for Lego? Hey, Aqua Mike, what's up, yo? Good sales for clearance this month. Walmart, from what I understand, especially from Alexander, like he's been cleaning up with Ninjago, the Jungle, the Islander Ninjago sets, picking those up at 50% clearance. So check that out. Meyer, where I usually shop, sometimes they got stuff on clearance. The things I was working or hoping to get on clearance didn't. Somebody either beat me to them or relocated them in the store because they had the Creator Train poly bag. It's red, white, and dark blue train, and it was normally $5. They had it marked down to $3.75, so 25% clearance. But when it's like in the clearance category, it's going to get marked down more. So I was just trying to keep my ear to the ground, and was checking it every weekend just to see if they had updated the thing and marked it down even more, and they hadn't. But I'm assuming that they did at this point because like that entire section was just removed. So there are 50 poly bags that I could have gotten for probably $2 each that are just outside of my grasp now. But I know there's another AFOL around here. I know it. And we're waging kind of an unspoken war between each other at our local Meijer and Target, and that really came to fruition. And really, during the Looney Tunes, when the Looney Tunes came out, they came out the Friday before the release. I got there and I thought I had everything. There were probably 10 bags still left on the shelf when I left. Went back the next day after I realized I had ended up getting 3 Sylvesters and no Daffy and no Bugs. And there was one left, and it was like, it was another Petunia, and I already had Petunia. So yeah, there's somebody else out there fighting me for the Lego resources of the area. And if we got to do some Highlander, stuff, we're going to have to do some Highlander stuff. I'll fight for it. It's clearance, man. It's cheap Lego. It's one of the more precious resources in the world. Let's see. Yeah, before the August 1st set releases, yeah. Members who started that are in their late 20s. What did I miss? Oh yeah, the trains in the park. I remember that. Michigan lugs. There's the West Michigan lug, which is in the western part of the state. There is Mich lug, which is actually Michigan train enthusiasts thing, and that's down by Detroit. There's also a therapeutic lug, which not very forthcoming with the information about it, and there might be another one too, but there's nothing in the Lansing area, and like with all the shows being shut down lately and stuff, A, tough for me to get to anything. B, they're just not there to get to, even if it was. The biggest one around me that would be probably Brick World Chicago. I come to find out there's Brick World Detroit, but it doesn't seem like it's got that kind of following. So I mean, as far as conventions I'll shoot for, that would probably be the one. And I think I missed a comment in here about the project support. I'm going to just scroll back up for a hot second here. Chewing gum balls? Oh, I missed that. That's totally good. Oh, this might be it, folks. Your technician, Zach L. So it's not Earl. So Zach L is on the way. Zach Lewis. They're telling me that when Zach's not working, he likes fishing and adventuring. That's more information than I needed, but okay. So Zach is on his way, and we got the show done. Like, yeah. So this has been Mockery Monday, and what fitting way for me to end this than being totally distracted by something else. But yeah, so I'm going to still be working on things. I'm going to figure out my schedules and everything. Once I do, then I'll be, popping out. I'll be dropping word on Instagram, be dropping word probably with another video to let everybody know where I'm going, what we're doing, and when we're coming back and how we're coming back. So we will be resurfacing here just as a different time, different show, different day. So yeah, and thank you everybody for checking this out and being here and listening to me ramble for undetermined. Well, no, it's pretty much determined. It's 2 hours for 2 hours a week, and I'll be away for a little bit, but we will be coming back, and I will be still putting out videos like with semi-frequency. So check out my videos. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. Did one on the last Rebrick This. I've got a Daily Bugle one that's in the pipeline that's absolutely massive, and it's going to be like 20 some minutes and just a monster to edit. So yeah, check this stuff out. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming by, and thank you for your good wishes for Earl. Yeah. So yeah, so many exciting things. The world's starting back up. Don't be afraid. Get back out there. Yeah, things are going. If you're vaccinated, you're set. If you're not vaccinated, be careful because like Delta is coming for you. So just you're taking that into your own hands. But yeah, so thanks everybody for stopping by. We're going to be coming back at some point in time, and I'm definitely going to make sure you all know that it's happening. Thanks again. Love you so much. Peace to the peoples.